What is up, guys? Abraham here today with another fantastic deck that we're gonna talk about, well, again, about Butterfree Vmax. Well, no, last time was just a Butterfree V, this time is a Butterfree Vmax. And, well, this is not gonna be the version, as you probably know from the thumbnail, it's not a version with Parasect. Like, I didn't want to do the Parasect version, just because I think we've done it already with the Butterfree V, and at the same time, you know, I still think Parasect was best with Oricorio, with Captivating Salsa. So this is a different take on that deck, and I hope you'll enjoy that, because I did enjoy it as well. So this is, of course, Butterfree Vmax, 3 grass-type energies, we got 150, and your opponent's active Pokemon is Confused and Poison. And I want to focus on the Poison, right, because Parasect does focus on the Confuse aspect, and I want to focus on the Poison aspect, because I feel like right now, it's a lot easier to snap out of Confusion than out of Poison, of course, with the right scenario. Let's remember, this card has a free retreat cost, so we will be utilizing that as well. So what is my idea? I want to go and I want to amplify the Poison, and we're going to do it with Toxicroak. So we're going to put 2 more damage counters when our opponent's Pokemon is poisoned, right? We're not going to use Poison Claws. I will be using Dark type energy just in case for the Poison Claws, but I don't think there was ever a time I've used that. At the same time, also, we're gonna have 1 copy of Absol, and this card still amazes me. It's still really good, and definitely helps when your opponent is playing cards like, for example, Air Balloon, right, on Zacian. Well, they have to discard 1 more, which is great, because not everyone is prepared for that Absol, right? Not everyone is prepared to pay that 1 extra cost. And if you put Galar Mine on top of that, that's 3 of extra cost right there. Of course, let's not forget, Galar Mines also work on you. So the Butterfree Vmax does not have a free retreat cost, but has 2. So we have to remind ourselves about that. And you'll probably hear me, saying like this 5 times during the game, like, oh wait, he does have it. All right, let's go. So let's go card by card, because the deck is really fun. And, well, let's not forget, tomorrow, of course, on the channel, we're not doing the rental teams, and the reason to it is I just want to focus on the TCG Players Cup, and you'll see the Road to Players Cup, and then we're gonna back to rentals, or maybe the rental teams are gonna be back after the new DLC, right? So let's move on card by card here. So we got 1 copy of Absol, 4/4, a line of Krugnook and Toxicroak with 1 Crobat, 3/2 Butterfree V and Butterfree Vmax, and 1 Dedenne. Then we got 2 Energy Spinners, 4 Evolution Incenses, 3 Great Balls, 1 Ordinary Rod, 4 Quick Balls, 2 Switches with 3 Turbo Patches. Of course, Turbo Patches are only working on the baby cards, right, the basic cards. But early on, right, even turn 1, if you can discard enough of Grass-type energy, well, you can use that Turbo Patch and just fuel your Butterfree V. Then, of course, you got 3 Galar Mines, 2 Boss Order, and Giovanni's Exile. And this is the card that I'm going to probably keep adding as a tag card to almost every deck now, because it's so good. Because when you're going to drop Crobat and Dedenne, those are 2 bench space that are going to be taken, and those are two prizers that are easily knocked out. But if they have no damage on themselves, thanks to Giovanni's Exile, you can just discard them. Your opponent is not taking any prize card, you're discarding them, you have more bench space, you've used them already, you can bring them back with Ordinary Rod and use them again. That is a great strategy, and again, all the credits goes to Rema, one of our moderators, Prisma Godfather on PTCGO, a great Australian player, because he was the first one that was like really pushing post Sword and Shield for that, and I was like, it might be iffy, but now I see the potential in it a bit more. Of course, it was in the past played in the peak decks just to avoid situations like that with the Dedenne. So then we got 2 Monies, 2 Pokemon Breeders Nurturings, 3 Professor Researchers, 1 Rosa, 3 Dark-type energies to 8 Grass-type energy. That is a whole deck. It's a really fun deck, so now let's just jump right into the gameplay portion. Let's go! I mean, it's not even like that, but just, I think, because I said that to Ramin, I think, he has just a bad luck. Because I remember last year, like, his daughter destroyed the front bumper, and it's still on his porch. Now the end, like, we can laugh, but, like, this is, like, holy cow, type of scenario. But also this proves another point that I think, you know, Australia should think about, like, actually driving on the good side of the road, right? Am I right? Henceforth you shall be known as unlucky person. Yeah. No, but like, holy moly, mate. See, as soon as you get money, you pay me X amount of back. Yeah, at this point, because his son, I believe, graduated already. No, like, I remember I was 18, and I was like closing the door of my parents' car because I was driving, and the seatbelt, like, you know, there's this metal piece that it just gets clink. That's it. That's a terminology that you should go by. Clink. Got stuck in between the door and like the outside, and I slammed it, and there was like a crack. Dude, I gotta pay for that. Like, you know, with thank goodness I had a job at that age, but like, holy moly, I had to pay. Have to just take the car, you know, to the painting guys, you know, and just like do it, everything. Not even joking. And yeah, then they didn't care, like, hey, that was an accident. Like, no, like, it's an accident, but, you know, that accident cost, you know, so you better get going, kid. I'm like, all right. No, like, my parents, like, asked for a full amount. Like, it was full. Bye-bye, Chidan. Hello, bye-bye. Take care. No, like, they went for the full, but I understand them. I think it was like a great lesson of life. It's just like, well, you destroyed it, you gotta pay for it. There's like no middle ground, because that's not how life works. Life is not fair. When life gives you sometimes only energies and an energy spinner that only draws you more energy. True story. Take care, Tom. Take care, and stay safe out there. Take a Pokemon with you, because again, it's not safe to go alone, to walk alone, or get a beautiful sword from Zelda. Of course, the game, because I mean, like, was the prince giving the? Nah. Okay, so he probably wants to go for the GX, which is Full Metal Wall, and Full Metal Wall, not gonna lie, is an annoying GX because it discards all the energy from my active mon. Which, if he's trying to do it, thank you so much, Snapcaster, for the follow. Snapcaster, like, if, you know, if the second part would be Mage, that would be like a great MTG reference right there. Okay, so I'm gonna try to retreat and use the turbo patch. So fingers crossed for the turbo patch to actually work. Come on. No. I mean, I tried. I tried my best. Alright, you know, Butterfree Vmax, pass. Marnie. Okay. I mean, he's gonna give me 3 cards. I don't mind. Like, usually, you know, someone is a bit desperate if they're playing Marnie when you have like 1 card in hand. And I drew the energy. Of course, yeah, I know he's gonna play that. So it's that Steel Fist. Hey, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. The good thing about it is he's not actually, he only prevents damage, not the effects of the attack, which is actually confusion and poison, so I'm good here. So we're gonna grab another Toxicroak, so I'm gonna try to confuse play a research, get 7 cards, see what I can do with it. Hopefully I'm gonna draw Galarian Mine, like that'll be a great draw. Let's see, no, but hey, we got Giovanni's Exile. Do I need it right now? Well, not really. Not necessarily, so let's just go Gmax Toxicroak, so that's 150, and 5 damage counters with Poison. Of course it's 30 less because of the fact that he used the GX, but he has to pay 1 more energy to retreat because I have an Absol, so he's either gonna use a switch. He can attack with Zacian, but that's 230, that's a risky move, and I can just start building up my my bench Butterfree, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to build up my bench. Hopefully it works. Which, I mean, it's not in like the perfect terminology, but yeah, like hopefully it works. But I feel like he made a huge mistake just not waiting this 1 additional turn, because if he would wait 1 turn, he would get rid of all of that energy that I have. And dude, I have to manually go for it. I've already used like 3 or 2 turbo patches. So honestly, I think he just, you know, he just got impatient. And sometimes patience is a beautiful virtue that helps you. But yeah, like if you just waited, right? But hey, 150, heavy impact. Works. So I have a free retreat cost. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Animatic. I appreciate that. So since I have a free retreat cost, I'm just gonna go retreat, give him the Toxicroak, because again, I'm just gonna try to lure Boss Order, because that's a knockout. That's a poison knockout right there. Do I need anything else? I mean, that Butterfree, yeah, let's bring him back. It's always good to bring stuff back, so that's that. I've done that. Alright, so I pass, that's a knockout, 3 prize cards. And now we have a Galarian Mine, okay. And a switch. I'm an off-meta Yu-Gi-Oh player, but this stream is amusing me. Aww, I appreciate that, thank you. Okay, so he's going for a knockout, sure. Alright, so he's knocking me out here, taking 3 prize cards. I'm not gonna overthink it, I'm just gonna go in with Butterfree V, play the Galarian Mine, and confuse him, because he has to stop for a turn. He can't attack for a turn right now. He can play switch, sure. He can do all of that. But I'm also gonna drop that Galarian Mine, so just gonna make his retreat a lot harder. Because I think he just, you know, wants to go for a regular retreat, Mel Saucers. So, you know what, let's just drop that Galarian Mine. Energy on the bench, so I'm gonna, okay, so he's at 3, so he needs to knock out Butterfree and Butterfree V. I can play Marnie. You know what, okay, I'm gonna play Marnie. Let's try to find turbo patches. 1, 2, 3, okay, we got well, definitely not a turbo patch, so that Butterfree Vmax is gonna go on the Butterfree V on the bench, so that's gonna be my plan. Just prepping it that way. Of course, his retreat cost right now is 6, I believe. 1, no, it's 5. This is 3, right? 1 from Absol, 2, yeah. Okay, how he's looking here? So he only used 1 boss. Okay, Marnie. Oh, by the way, Animatic, does Yu-Gi-Oh have right now sanctioned events? Because I was wondering today. Because we were talking about sanctioned events, and I know Magic doesn't have it. That's my beard. I know Pokemon doesn't have it. Dragon Ball has, if I remember. But I was curious about Yu-Gi-Oh and their sanctioned events. Yeah, like that's even, you know, that's better because I'm in Europe. So here they are doing something, but we don't have... It says let's start, not Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. That way. Okay, so Konami canceled everything. Alright. Yeah, because it's kind of like, you know, like with other games, because people do still play them, but they're just not sanctioning them in their events. Okay. So is he willing to retreat, or maybe he has a switch? I mean, also all he needs is boss's order at the same time. Okay, so he used all of his saucers. No, there's still one more. Okay, ability. Okay, I gotta get to that Vmax. So the Dana, I'm gonna discard my hand, draw fresh 6. Oh yes, we got it. So that's a Vmax. They're helping local shops with the other tournament packs. You can buy playing can be... Oh, okay. I mean, that's cool. Kind of like what Pokemon did. So what Pokemon did last pre-release and the 2 pre-releases ago, they've sent the booster boxes and the pre-release kits for free to the stores. So Pokemon made almost no money out of it, just so the stores can make the 100% profit, which was really cool. And, you know, I even started respecting Pokemon more after that. Oh, really? I married him to a Switch? Okay. That's not cool. So he's at 130. Yeah, like that was really awesome. And the stores learned about it, like literally as the product came in. So there was, you know, not that the stores were like ordering a ton of it, right? And abusing the system, which was great. I know Dragon Ball has some problems, like they sanction, but they have some problems with getting the product. Like there's not enough product for the demand right now, from what I've heard, at least, you know, here in Poland. Weird times, man, weird times. Okay, so... I mean, whatever I'm gonna do, that's not a knockout. Product is forever including Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic Pokemon. I mean, no, for Pokemon, the Champions Path, the mini set was the problem, but he's always, like every single year, mini products are the problem. But like for the regular one, yeah, like regular sets are, there's a ton of it, there's enough. Like we never had a problem with the supply. Again, speaking from Europe, not US, right? I know US is completely different market. Maybe playing a Rillaboom or aggro deck. That might be an aggro with Celebizaur. I've seen it a couple of times, so... Research. Putting Crobat just for 1. What deck am I playing? We made that deck an hour ago. This is a Butterfree deck. Butterfree Vmax deck with Toxicroak. Because again, I've done already a Parasect deck for YouTube. We've done a few other versions. I've spent yesterday just grinding, the Players' Cup. So I figured, you know what, today we can just build some decks, have some fun. There's still a Gengar deck I want to do for today, so yeah. When would you run Hydreigon? I mean, Hydreigon, well, you want to run it when you're playing a Dark type deck, right, mainly. Yeah, open them, mate. Open them and let us know. Let us know what you got out there. Again, Hydreigon's also stage 2, right? So it can get tricky. That would be me whiffing 2 boss orders. You can do 180 with Evergreen. You know what? No, pass. Whiffing 2 boss order is too much. Like, 1 I can whiff, but 2... I mean, I've done a Gengar. I think I'm doing Gengar every set, the tag team. But I haven't done 1 in the Darkness Ablaze, so you know what? Let's do it. I mean, there are 2 ways. I can either try to go a hand lock, like an item lock, I should say, with Omastar, kind of like Gritcho did. Or I can try the Mew 3. I don't know. I think I've done a Mew 3 version 3 months ago. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I was right. That's AirPod here. So he just missed aggro by 1 or 2 turns. Yeah, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, so that's what he chose to do. Okay, of course, yeah, I'm gonna get knocked out, sure. And also thanks Narcissus for the follow. I appreciate that as well. Thank you. Okay, so, you know what? That's the Dene. I'm whiffing those 2 boss orders. Didn't want to. But I feel like it had to be done. Okay. Butterfree, Marnie. Actually, no. Again, if I'm... Then I'm not gonna be able to do that. Alright, it depends on the Marnie. Energy and Incense. Okay. So we got Energy and the Vmax. So this allows me to attack. And another Toxicroak. So Marnie was kind to me. So Gmax Tox. Confused Poison. With Galarian Mine and Absol. So he needs 7 to retreat. Yeah, he needs 7 to retreat. Let me tell you, that is a lot. None of my cards work. Oh, so did you use them already? I mean, can he knock me out? That's a question. I mean, I have a free retreat cost if he's gonna... Because I'm burned and confused and poisoned. I mean, I can't... Yeah, there's still 2 costs. I'm just gonna go for it. And he's going for the GX. Or maybe not, maybe just... yeah. I think he's gonna go Pollen Hazard and he's preparing a GX. Just so he can heal. Yeah, that's a GX right now. Since he got to the Rillaboom, that's a GX. My favorite Weevil only has a Japanese Hyper... which one is it? Post a link, I want to see that. So he attached here, so he's not going... Wait. Okay, so he went for the Evergreen GX that way. Okay. So that's what he decided to do. Fine. Fine by me. So... Are we back? Weevil GX. No. No! There is a... Wait. Yeah. There is a regular one. Or wait. No, there has to be... Wait. They didn't... Didn't they print it? I think they printed it out. Or maybe you're right. Maybe there wasn't. Wait. Wait. Oh yeah, it didn't came out here. You see, you would think you know your cards, but well, that's interesting that they didn't brought it here. There you go. The more you know, the more you learn. I don't see. You know, I would literally, you know, say like, "Hey, cut my head." I think it got released, but turns out it didn't. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna play it that way. So as I'm passing right now, he's gonna get knocked out. So I'm gonna bring Crobat and the Vmax actually. Grass type energy, and I'm just gonna pass. Knockout is a knockout. I'm fine with that. 3 prize cards for me. I mean, if he can knock out the Dana, he wins. Those are just, you know, that's just a reality of the situation. So what's the order? If not, I'm in search for the Vmax. Or a catcher. Catcher also works. Ah, okay, didn't work. I mean, the fact that he played catcher might show that, well, he's trying to get to the boss, or he just doesn't have it. Because this is thinning. He's thinning out the deck. Oh, that's a reset, so he didn't have it. Okay. Turbo patch. I mean, I whiffed my boss order, so yeah, I have to focus here on Celebisaur. Huh. Okay, that's interesting move. I mean, yeah, at the same time, you know, again, it still works for him. Because all he needs is a switch. Yep. I think he has a switch in his hand. Because the way he played it kind of shows it. Well, mate, I'm gonna have a switch. Huh. Switch retreat, okay, but this... Okay. No more energy. And he can't retreat. Because it's an absol here, so still... I think we might have won. It depends on the catcher now. I mean, he might have it. Oh, no, he didn't! And he can't retreat. He needs 4 to retreat. So yeah, the turbo patch has to work for him to retreat. And it did. Okay. Okay. Doesn't he have his... Wait. He has a switch? No. Because there's an Absol on my bench. Yeah, there's another patch. Didn't work. I think he just literally gave me the win. No, come on, mate. Nope, he can retreat now. Okay, but I mean still, that's just a retreat. We just whap down, alright, that's 70. Okay. Oh boy. Now this is getting really interesting. So that's 180 plus... That's, yeah, I think he wins. I think so. Wait, because that's burn, poison, confuse, right? But if he's not going to knock out Butterfree, I'm just knocking him out with a Crobat. Burn, confuse, poison, that's 30 damage on top of 100, let's say 150, so that's 180 damage, that's 260. That's not enough by 40. GG. Oh, GG. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good W. We can take that. Hey, thank you, Sus. So Gengar. Well, and there you have it. There you have it. A fantastic, phenomenal, you might say, as AJ Styles deck. I enjoyed it. Tomorrow is going to be another really cool deck. Because for tomorrow we got a Gengar deck that I was surprised how well it works and how he really can utilize Giovanni's Exile. And I'm going to put a lot of effort on that in tomorrow's video, so you will see that. But if you enjoy what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. It really does help, especially, you know, getting to that 2,000 subscribers. It's a huge, huge thing. And of course, and around 40 we're gonna have another giveaway here on YouTube, but also down there below 5% discount, and you can do a purchase on Professor Oak. In the meantime, goodbye, good night, have a fantastic rest of the day, take care, bye, love you.